Making a name for a business is something significant, but at the same time it's got to have a meaning. And so my three children, their first names are Jack, Billy and Joe. So the three initials were JBJ. And at the time there's an affiliate company we deal with called BJ Bearings, and that was a bit close. So we looked at it. And anyway, we went to the second initials of my three children, which is Jack, A, Billy, I, and Joe, O. So AIO, but it also, through an engineer that I worked with at the time, and he was a very close buddy, the anagram all in one with those three initials. And it was just like fait accompli. What a fantastic thing. Particularly, I love the fact it will always be my kids. No, we started in my shed. So we had a farm, effectively, where was I? Strathewen at the time. Asked a buddy for just something to do to fill in some time, and I started work with a mate of mine involved particularly in sort of engineering and fabrication and maintenance, and was just doing some part-time work with him. And his business closed down and we moved around a bit, and we then entertained other people we worked with. And even, in fact, I had a conversation with son one day in the front of the car, and he said, "Dad, why are you doing all this and making everyone else so much money?" And anyway, we took a plunge way back. We grew a bit from there. We've grown since then. We took another factory, and just been a natural progression. And progressively then that was not big enough. We've moved again into this situation with big overhead cranes. We've along the way bought all the machinery to set up big functioning workshops, guillotines, welders. When now you look at us, there's a dozen people upstairs in an office. There's a factory that can have 10 people in it working at a time. Like at the moment, even today, we've got crews out in the city on construction, doing car stackers. I mean, there have been some astronomical things we've done, like some of the big projects, particularly we've taken on, have been monumental. And in fact, we've always grown and challenged ourselves. This year particularly, we did a 10-day turnaround project for Aurora, where we were involved in the installation of a brand new corrugator, which was a $10 million project for them. And really we had 10 days to do our work of over $2 million worth of work, 24 hours a day, and the sort of thing that's just not humanly possible, yet for some reason you look back on it and we did it. So we've had a few of those moments where we've, big challenges, have pulled it off and consequently felt very rewarded. But at the same time, and we've prided ourselves on, I walk through particularly some of our clients, Aurora particularly, I've been there for 10 years, and we have an attitude that if I see even just a handrail and a pair of steps that we've done, which might have been a $1,500 job, I still look at it and proudly look at it as though it's my own kitchen at home. And that's, I think, a lot of the success. We treat it seriously, and personally we take it on. I think we're, like, even today, we're right on the cusp of something really big, like what we've done, and Grant particularly with contracting our labour hire and our training with Tim and all our other people that are involved. Our client base is about to really go. We've put in a lot of work on the floor, on the ground, nurturing up all of our systems and our people, and we've made some really positive inroads with some really good, significant clients. But I really see the next 6 months is a big one. We're at that point along the road where, we've invested a lot back, but, we have another talk in 6 months' time. I think we're really about to go. We're really about to go. And then probably, in terms of the 9 years long-term planning, the business will get bigger, but at the same time maintaining the values that I'm talking about. The one thing we've got is a package that not everyone else has. We actually, where you might have a labour hire company, they're a labour hire company. And I'm not, don't get me wrong, everyone out there's a lot of good players. The difference with us, our labour hire, now we're aligning to a training company. And it's the one shop, the one spot shop. You're coming along, and obviously if you're dealing with a company that can look after your training as well as your labour hire, and then even be supported, here you are in a workshop here where we have engineering and fabrication, and we're able to avail you of these facilities as well. So that whole across the range combination of businesses is quite unique.